An Indian government-backed COVID-19 vaccine could be launched as early as February next year, months earlier than expected, as last-stage trials begin this month and studies had so far showed it is safe and effective, a senior government scientist has told Reuters. Bharat Biotech, a private company that is developing COVAXIN with the government-run Indian Council of Medical Research (ICMR), had earlier hoped to launch it only in the second quarter of next year. The vaccine has shown good efficacy, senior ICMR scientist Rajni Kant, who is also a member of the COVID-19 task force, said at the research body's New Delhi headquarters. It is expected that by the beginning of next year, February or March, something would be available, Kant said. Bharat Biotech could not immediately be contacted. A launch in February would make COVAXIN the first India-made vaccine to be rolled out. In a rare show of coming together, though failing to agree, leaders of ruling PDA led by Chief Minister Nefurio and opposition Naga People's Front NPF led by its leader TR Ziliang addressed a joint press conference. While media persons expected a breakthrough of both coming together under one platform for Naga political issue as suggested to NPF by Union Home Minister Amit Shah, the ruling PDA has reiterated that the common platform should remain under Joint Legislators Forum or JLF, from which the NPF walked out. The NPF then formed its own political affairs mission on the Naga political issue. NPF leader TR Ziliang, in pursuance of the advice of Amit Shah that all state legislators and MPs come together, had written to PDA leader and Chief Minister Nefurio for all legislators to come together under a new forum. NPF suggested that the new forum be headed by the Chief Minister, unlike JLF, which is headed by the Speaker, but now comprised only of PDA legislators. Ziliang maintained that NPF was always ready to work together with PDA, provided all legislators cutting across party lines sincerely dedicated themselves to act as facilitators towards achieving one common goal. Ziliang said at a time when the central government was seriously working to resolve the protracted Naga political issue, NPF would fully cooperate and work together with the state government on a common platform if it showed seriousness. Ziliang said a newly constituted and proposed all-party forum with the Chief Minister as head and a working committee in place would improve coordination and lessen complexities which the JLF faces. He also informed media persons that the NPF had put forth another proposal to the PDA for convening a special assembly session at the earliest to discuss the Naga political issue and to adopt a political resolution. Ziliang expressed hope that Rio would take the suggestions positively without much ado and help accelerate the endeavor to be active facilitators in resolving the protracted Naga political issue. He also appealed for letting bygones be bygones and sail in unison. High-powered committee in its meeting today has decided to go for a new SOP which is to be released soon. High-Poverty Committee spokesperson and Nagaland Minister for Planning and Coordination Niba Kronu informed NE8 that a new SOP has been under process and meantime it has given a timeline to the Department of School Education till November 15th to come up with a proper proposal with thorough consultations with all the stakeholders on reopening of schools. For reimposing of lockdown in the state, Kronu said the Department of Health and Family Welfare was assigned to review the reasons why the neighboring states had imposed lockdown. Kronu said High Power Committee also decided to ban theatres and also to reduce the quarantine period for frontline workers to 7 days. For restaurants, hotels and other shops, non-compliance of SOPs in shops will lead to suspension of trade license, he said. Election Commission of India has ordered repolling in 2 polling stations under 60 PUNGRO-KIPHIRE Assembly constituency on November 7, 2020. In a statement, Nagaland Chief Electoral Officer Abhijit Sinha stated that the Election Commission of India, on the basis of the report submitted and after taking all material circumstances into account, declared the November 3rd polling in 2 polling stations, 11 Singrep and 8 Kipongya Ward A Kifire Town under 60 PUNGRO-KIPHIRE Assembly constituency as void. In this regard, the Election Commission announced fresh polls in the 2 polling stations on November 7th from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Nagaland Governor R.N. Ravi has asked contractors involved in constructing roads under National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited (NHIDCL) to expedite ongoing works and achieve the targets as assured by them. At a meeting to review ongoing road projects under NHIDCL at Raj Bhavan in Kohima, Ravi also asked the state government to resolve urgently the hiccups that have cropped up in certain districts, which NHIDCL officials claimed was resulting in stoppage of ongoing works. A statement from Raj Bhavan said at the meeting it was also revealed that work was slowed down due to rock sliding in several stretches of the Kohima-Dimapur 4-lane project in the past few months. NHIDCL officials assured the governor of completing the construction of 2-lane road under Kohima along the 4-lane Dimapur-Kohima road before December 15th. The High Court of Manipur declared election of a Congress candidate in 2017 general elections to the Manipur Assembly as null and void on grounds of failure to provide his financial assets and property in the election affidavit. Justice M.V. Muralidharan set aside Congress candidate Y. Surchandra's election in an order passed on a petition filed by BJP candidate M. Rameshwar, challenging the Congress candidate's victory from Kakching constituency by a margin of 630 votes in the 2017 Manipur Assembly polls. In his election petition, Rameshwar had alleged that Congress candidate Surchandra and CPI candidate N. Achoba failed to provide their financial assets and property correctly in the election affidavit. Interestingly, the Congress MLA Y. Surchandra, who is the first respondent of the petition, had already been disqualified as member of the State Assembly by the Speaker recently. WhatsApp Pay has finally gone live in India. The company announced that the feature will be available in India starting today. WhatsApp in its blog has mentioned that it wants to make money transferring as easy as sending messages on the app. India currently has many payment apps including Paytm, PhonePe, Google Pay among others. Announcing the new feature, WhatsApp said in a blog, starting today, people across India will be able to send money through WhatsApp. This secure payment experience makes transferring money just as easy as sending a message. People can safely send money to a family member or share the cost of goods from a distance without having to exchange cash in person or going to a local bank. WhatsApp has designed its payment feature in partnership with the National Payments Corporation of India using the Unified Payment Interface and India First, a real-time payment system that enables transactions with over 160 supported banks. With positive cases rising all across the nation, the COVID-19 status of northeastern states are: like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for news that matters and stories that inspire.